Good morning. Hope everybody had a nice evening, nice night, or nice morning, depending on your time zone. You excited for more boxes? Just won't stop. I'm not able to swap yet. So we are stuck farming another day of boxes to get the currency for my build. I think that there isn't just only boxes. But boxes is so dang profitable right now. I can't justify testing strats when I want to get my next build going.
Make your wish. Prophecy and desire are one and the same.
I mean, you can check what I did on the VOD. In my 40 maps I run of big boxes, I made 70 divines and still had a bunch of scarabs left over. That's the numbers I can say. Like, just by selling the big scarabs, I've already made a bunch of profit. We can check it today the same. I'm down to 5 divines. And at the end of the day, I'm gonna be sitting, hopefully, closer to 80. Nope, another operator. If I wouldn't believe in this threat, if I wouldn't see the results on my end, I wouldn't tell somebody to farm it. But my results with this have been extremely good. Right, I wanted to test that today. I forgot that I can do that.
Too much clutter.
I saw the 5 last mage blood, yep. Pretty insane for somebody to do that early. And either extreme luck or extreme amount of attempts. With what currency? I don't even have a 1 mirror despite 5. I'm poor. I just saw the post with 3 mirror price tag.
When I'm ready,
I have no currency whatsoever, buddy. I am poor. I'm hoping for a massive drop today. I need a lot more currency. Yeah, sure, if I can do the mirror 5 times, I can buy a lot of things. He's still not down. Perish. Yep, the spreadsheet is up to date. I just updated it this morning. Keep in mind, I mean, I just made the video for that. Pixel. The most important part is running it fast. The biggest part is running it fast. Alright. Let's give it a go. Why not? Why not? Oh, dang. That, yeah,
You
that should be
follow
very
in my
fast.
footsteps, in my father's
What is your average time
footsteps.
per map then?
That alone should give you pause.
But then I'm surprised you're running low numbers. Even budget boxes should be 15 Divine's Profit per hour then. Bigu, how are you doing? I'm due for a House of Mirror or something, or a lock, anything big. I really need that now. Oh boy, hit a lot.
Make your wish. The battle begins.
Oof, body. I'm not getting... I don't get it. I didn't felt like I was getting lucky, and I still made big profit in every attempt I did. I can put a full stop on this. But I truly believe it's profitable. If the big boxes isn't working for you, maybe go back down to budget box. I just don't understand it. How my results are consistently profitable, but now two people just came in and telling they aren't having a profit with the strat. Actually worried about that, because I mean, the whole reason I make my videos is to show good strategies. If the strat isn't good, then what's going on? But there's no way this isn't good. I mean, yeah, we are not talking about budget boxes. I'm looking at big boxes. Yeah. That budget boxes is good. There's no cost to it. It's all profit. I'm fully convinced budget boxes is good, but I need to make sure that big boxes is even better, right? And I thought I did, but if you now tell me it wasn't, then I'm concerned, right? What if my two runs were on the lucky side? So now I need to run even more sample data and update the video if needed.
There is no salvation to be found here, only the gradual undoing of all that you are. You've done well. Choose what you wish. Do what you wish.
Where are my good div cards? Need some div things. I don't like the additional time spent boss rushing. I hope that the Escalade reward feels good. Because we spend additional time each map. And we are also spending another 50 chaos every couple maps.
You cannot master the Atlas. No one can.
I have a couple of other spreads I want to test once my new build is running. Until then we are in grind mode and need to make currency. I roll them for mods I can run, and then I exalt them to 6 mod.
Too much clutter.
All rest, but minus cold rest. Minus lightning would have been good. There are a bunch of Diani builds going around again.
Too much clutter.
We are victorious for now.
It's not affected. Box loot is not affected by more currency, more scarabs, more div cards. They are like Legion loot, in the sense of when you kill a Legion rare with a symbol above them, they drop off that loot pool. And boxes behave very similar to that. So when I open this, there's basically a hidden currency icon above it. And when it opens, it's gonna drop X amount affected by only the strong box of that loot tile. Or here for divination cards. Or here for maps. Map sustain. Only for random drops, right? We are doing this, so we get some random div card, random scarabs, patience if you have or whatever div card you have scried. For that, we are running him rare. And for map sustain. Getting map drops is always good, right? Just to run other strats, to sell, to funnel your settlers, mapping, or for whatever reason. We always want to have maps, right? This is important for PoE mapping. It's in the name. Oh, that's the wrong portal. Yeah, if you have 8 mod, go ahead and use him, right? If you just have him lying around, if they don't cost you any time, go for it. The reason I'm not doing it is I don't have them available, and it would cost me time in between maps that I'm not making anything to buy them, to not buy the false ones, get the correct ones. But if you already have them and you can just pick your good ones, go for it, sure. Gonna get a little bit more random loot. That said, for big boxes, I want to use Mirage maps, because it could happen that your boxes spawn outside the normal Mirage area. And we don't want to run that risk when we're using the containment scarab. Where?
Too much plastic.
I'm going to click that one actually.
When I'm not.
Where's the straggler on that box? Weird. On big boxes I run fully Mirage maps. Because I don't want to risk getting, well, nothing out of my map. I don't do it on budget boxes, I only do it on big boxes. There we go. Also containment sustain. Always good to see. They usually spawn all in range, but there is a chance that they don't. And I don't want to risk that.
As expected.
If I spend 100 chaos on a scarab, I can spend 30 chaos on a map. To ensure that I get the full value of my 100 chaos scarab. Unraveling. Is this the expensive one? I think it is. Quickly checking Ninja. Tricky God, I appreciate the follow. Remembrance is 30, Unraveling is 14. Okay, so this is the more expensive one. I'm leaving my map if there are no good boxes. Especially on the cheap box thread. If there's no good box, you just leave. You barely spend anything on it, right? If your cost per map is giga low, then you don't mind losing out a map or two. Because the next one is gonna have more value. I'm testing the lobe at the moment. My intuition tells me right now it's not worth it because of the additional time I spend finding the boss, killing the boss, and the additional cost of having the lobe. But we will see. I'm gonna count a little bit, see what I get as a result. The astrolabe has no impact on the box spread. So that one is completely separate. The question is basically, is it worth map rushing the astrolabe, the Templar one? If it's worth rushing it, then it's worth rushing that on any spread, if it's always paying itself on average. But the question is, does it do that, right? That's what we need to figure out. Is the astrolabe paying itself consistently? Right now, I spent 50 chaos and I made about 30 chaos back. So, the first answer would be no. But this is only one, there is variance. If 1 in 3 is a divine orb, then the answer would be yes. But again, that's what we are testing today. There needs to be a balance between cost and profit. Logos, I tried to do that, and after 20 minutes of it, I really didn't want to do it anymore. So today, at the end of running, I will try to sell my Scarab tab. Get somebody else to do it for me. And we'll see how much of a loss it is, compared to just selling the good Scarabs on my own. And figuring out what to do with the bad ones later.
The astral chain is broken.
Forlorn and solitary, this once complete sealed cities of foreign life.
You've done well. Make your wish. Your wish has been granted.
Darkness we take. Would have 2 divines for me. No good boxes in the boss room.
Forlorn and solitary, this once complete sealed the cities of foreign life.
Operative. It could be that at the end of the day we are dropping back down to budget boxes. Because running so many boxes just results in less value per scarab, resulting in less value per big boxes. But I expect as long as we are sitting at 100 chaos containment scarab, it is just worth it. I'm gonna need a lucky drop eventually to make like the crazy profit of like 30 plus. But I'm pretty sure I can get a stable 20 today. Filters optimized now, I know how to run it, I can run this fast, it's just blasting time. As long as I play effective, I'm gonna make big bucks today. There's a reason boxes is one of the most absurd strats in previous leagues, and we didn't have operative there. It's just gonna yield in eventually some crazy loot with a lock, a valuable div card or something on top of stable scarab supply.
Much clutter.
You're leveling Soul Breast Necromancer today? It's a fun build. I'm looking forward to my next build. I'm very excited to share this. It's just so expensive. I was not expecting to spend so much. I tried crafting 2 items yesterday and all my currency was suddenly gone. I got so unlucky with crafting. I went from 70 divines all the way down to 4. I had to take a break after that. Ever drop anything good? Looks like no. Where's Conflagor? I'm excited to get to level 3 and get to 60 Spectres. Phantasm, not Spectres.
Lose yourself within this thread and I cannot help you. Leave now.
This should give me another 4% movement speed and getting me actually over 200% MS.
What is your desire? Slaughter them all.
Oh, actually we got the final map boss drop. We could do something funny here. On the next map. I wanted to test that anyway.
You gamble with forces you barely comprehend.
So the idea is we have the map boss drop stuff. So what if we just add a bunch of map bosses to our map for the next map? And not Abyss. That could be pretty funny. The loading times. I mean, it's actually feeling better. I had had a lot bigger issues with loading screens early on. Alright. Empty in, finish looting the map, and then we are gonna test a map boss atlas for a moment. See how that aligns. I am using fully Mirage maps for big boxes. Yes. Because we could get away with not using big boxes, big fully Mirage map for containment. But there is a chance that the Mirage spawns outside the range of the boxes, and then we get nothing. And I don't want to do that when I'm spending 100 C on a containment scarab. Much rather just spend another 30 chaos and guarantee that I have a profit every map. That's what I mean. We just don't want to get unlucky. Venus, hello. How are you doing? He has his own hello emoji. So the idea it was, when we look at stuff that works with Final Boss, we have Domination of Terror and Pandemonium. And we could technically... Not this one. Ah, this is not... Okay. So then we use 3 of these to spawn more packs, which are guarded, and then also those packs can be replaced. Then I need an additional Mirage map. I don't have one. Alright, we buy an additional Mirage map. It does nothing for the box strat. It's something we test on top. And we might get runs like this, which might be good, which we're gonna be figuring out in a moment. That's what I'm testing on the side now. Oh. So this is a bonus run. If it works, it's gonna be amazing. If it doesn't work, it's whatever. And I have no destructive play tree anymore. So we are not... No, I am. I think I am. Alright, so the idea is, just for this map, already witnessed. That is unfortunate. I can't do that then. And we swap back. No Maven. So we gotten... Final boss drops currency and scarab items. So we're just gonna do one map where we pack it as many bosses as possible. Pantheon is freeze immune, and I've been using this, but you can also just use Aberra's Burning Ground.
Each step you take binds you tighter to the ruin.
2
we
divines,
sought to
430
escape.
chaos for 7 min. Not bad. Now do it again. Alright, so we need to clear here. We need to look for the map bosses. Where they at? Here. So these ones should all drop 4 scarabs and 4 currency items. How good is that gonna be? How much we get that compared to just running boxes? I forgot to take the shrine nodes on my tree. Makes it slightly less effective. But oh well. EFT's unique? No. That's a unique one. Cool. Ah, okay, that dropped from that. I think it ends on Friday, so tomorrow evening. Oh, thank you so much, Venus. Really appreciate this. Enjoy your merchant. Hope you have fun conversations with your own personal stash gin now. Or at least good sells, good trades. I'll be honest, this does not feel good right now. This is... I don't think this is a good spread. Even with double 4 bonus, I don't feel like I should have done this. Or over just running another box map. This takes way longer. And I don't even have a full inventory of scarabs yet.
You've done well.
You need to get... You see way less scarabs. I'm not even gonna... It's gonna be a loss, but I'm not gonna bother with this. I much rather run another box spot map. This feels like I'm getting nothing. Yeah, no. Just takes ages and gives me nothing. I'm just gonna run another box. That's a minus I was willing to take. Test it just because the opportunity arrived. Not even compared to budget boxes, which is cheaper than what we just did. And we
Stay
got
out.
way more out.
Stay sane.
Oh boy. Is his second form also gonna be ghosted now? Yeah, looks like it.
You've done well. Choose what you wait. Your heart's desire.
Right. Let's get back to
Abandon
actually
this
making
fool's
profit.
errand, I beg of you. If you do not, only ruin awaits.
I'm just gonna go out. Not worth running more. There we go. That's what we are here for. Dang it. Inventory already full.
Battle has been won.
Again. Oh, I forgot to go into the Mirage. Oops. Wow. Nothing. Nothing. At least in here I get my loot. Containment. Oh wait, I forgot to astrolabe after this map.
Choose what you wish.
Wish for avarice. Yeah, I would take riches. You have another question? With the wishes, are there any particular ones we want? I like to take the ones that yield me more currency, more loot, more gold. If none of those are, I like to take ones that make me more XP or immortal, for the instance. And ones I always take over everything else, of course, is Rust. Right? We always take the Rust one because it gives bias. It's the same with the reasoning as the loot ones. And another one I always take is the Nameless Seer and the Reflecting Mist, because they have a chance to give you good loot, right? Instead of maybe, potentially, eventually. Yes, you can league start this. This is my league starter. This is my league start I haven't upgraded since day 3. Which has on day 1 killed T17 and Pinnacles. And on day 2 T17 boss rush without any issues. And only afterwards have I started running boxes, and again, without any issues whatsoever. This build is by far my best League starter. I'm coming back for the loot. I have a full League starter guide on YouTube, and there is a very detailed mob politics guide. I have a day 1 and a day 3 update, including all the changes and additions I did. It is an insanely good League starter. I will check in a moment, Gone. I'm busy not being, getting away from being poor. Oh, let's go to Mirage. All the divines I linked you yesterday are gone again, Gone. I burned them all trying to craft a gear for my character. Sounds good. Nice, that one is expensive. Alright, let's see what Gone Link does. A Gull, corrupted to 91 Shrine effectiveness. And a Misted Simplex with T1 strength, T1 all attributes when positive. Not bad, Gone. Meanwhile, I have nothing. I mean, I have a little bit of gear, right? I have stuff started, but it's not going well. I tell you that much. I'm not as far on the character as I would like to be. So I need a lot more currency. I forgot it again. Zopichi, you can find it in the description. There's a link to my...
What is your
should be a link to the spreadsheet where you can find this.
the battle begins?
The budget and the expensive one. I do not bother with Wildwood. Again, I barely get any of my loot from the enemies. I get 99% of my loot from the boxes. And the boxes aren't really affected by my map. I just got a random divine, and that's the reason I roll my map still. So I get random chances for good loot. But I don't over-invest into rolling the maps or spending time on things that I don't believe will result in a net positive on my average return. No problem. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask. Maybe. I need to see if there is not a good way to liquefy of them. I'm gonna test today how much we are losing if we are doing a TFT 70% sale, right? In theory, we are losing 30% of our value, but we are basically losing 30% of the good scarab value because the bad ones nobody would have taken anyway. So the question is, do we have enough bad scarabs to counteract selling the good ones for less? Is this gonna yield more or less? That's what we are gonna be testing today after I run all the maps. For today's liquefaction. Because if we use the good ones as an incentive to sell everything in one big bulk pile, we sell quicker, we don't spend gold selling, and we are utilizing the low value scarabs as well. 3 to warning is just absolute mind-numbing and I do not recommend it. I tried to do it yesterday and I had to stop after just doing it for 10 minutes. If you have an armor stacker, I mean, boxes is always good. You can just do maybe a couple Z-moves, then a couple boxes, and see what you like most. Yep, but Vixo, we are also losing a lot of profit if we are not picking up all the scarabs, right? They add up real quick. And they always drop in piles, so it's not like we are needing to spend that much time picking them up. It's just more clicks. There are arguments for and against it.
When I'm ready, I'm not
Nice, Dreamy is printing now as well.
Hello?
Alright, this is the second memory vault I've done now. We got a Remembrance again, Alchemies, and a Divine. Okay, so we have 2... 1 and 2 so far has been a Divine.
abandon all pretenses
Understandable,
and save
Sofiachi.
yourself while you
Yes,
still
for
can.
now just enjoy watching fun gameplay. And later you can game yourself. Yo! That's what we want to see.
Choose what you wish.
This one is better. Instilling should be fairly cheap. We've been blasting for a while already.
The more you aid him, the more
I
harm you bring
don't think they're
upon
worth to pick up. I assume they're fairly cheap. I think I'm spending... Divine? Didn't even think. 150 chaos per map right now. Cause containment dropped. So we are spending a little bit less than a divine per map. On average, so far it seems my return has been about 3 deaths per map. I'm opening all the good boxes. I have a video about it you can watch. where I explain all the details. Both mini boxes and containment boxes. Oh, looks like I'm going back to the map. And it's all about running this fast. My biggest fear was this league there not to be a good scarab farm. And then boxes just came and be like, I do it all. High value drops, currency drops, scarab drops, div card drops. Very good all-rounder strat. And actually, simple boxes is very SSF friendly. You sustain your maps, and you almost always sustain your scarabs. And you have so many scarabs. I think this is an insane league to go SSF. And I might try it later to join a GSF or go SSF.
Exile.
After I finished my big build of the league.
You've done well. Make your wish. Your heart's desire.
Your sanity is not promised to you here.
Yesterday, 2 viewers have gotten a House of Mirrors separately, duped by a div box. So surely we can get one big div card drop, like a multi-mirror div card drop, not mirror, multi-divine div card drop today. Surely. I scried tower for patient and nurses. Ting. Rising. Operative. operative. So here's the thing. If I spend 10 minutes or 15 minutes a map opening all the boxes, picking up everything that might be a chaos, I would be spending so much time per map that my profit per hour would halve or even drop down to a third. By skipping all the boxes that aren't good is how I'm making bigger profit.
There is no salvation to be found here, only the gradual undoing of all that you are.
Alright, that's the Mirage. Oh, Diviner. That's the Mirage. Yep. To get my Seer, I ran just Domination Scopes, but I actually got them from a wish. Actually got the
Atlas
Seer
is
from a wish.
prison, not a prize. Leave it behind.
Wishes are very powerful if you get the right one at the right time. Very fortunate drop there. "36 additional items. I saw 10 of those. Funny. Ooh, more Sephiroth. Basically a divine. Containment. Containment drop rate today is good. I'm getting a lot of them. Operative. Take those. Can you stop? Thank you. And I'm going. Cornered. Oh, good that we checked this one. And last operative. Only Diviner Arcan is an operative, yes. That's how it felt the best for me. I sometimes click others, but that is very situational. Like, there are just a bunch of boxes that I feel like clicking all of them. Or I see an opalescent next to, or I see an artisans next to a good one. But I'm not gonna open all the boxes all the time. If I would have caster mastery, and I would just get them for free without actually worrying about it, and I had like full screen clear with 1 or 2 attacks, maybe I would
Abandon
open
this
more
fool's
boxes and I
errand,
would
I
get
beg of
more
you.
random lucky
If you
drops.
do not, only
But due
ruin
to my
awaits.
build being how it is, I am more effective by rushing everything, ignoring everything that isn't good.
When I'm ready, and not before.
There might be a better way. For example, if you are Archmage, right, and your entire screen dies in a second, and you open all the boxes with your caster mastery and spamming spells anyway, then maybe for you it's better to get them all. But I need to click everyone manually, so for me it's better to rush. Where was the Mirage? Was it over here? Oh, I haven't found it yet, okay. It has to be up here, no? What? Where'd my Mirage go? Oh, over here. I completely missed that.
Choose what you wish.
You cannot master the Atlas. No one can.
Oh, wait, I need to check something real quick. Alright, I'm back. Oh boy, that's a lot of overlap. Here, 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 here. Here, here. This one. Oh, that was the wrong one. That one. That one. That one. That one. Has so many operatives, so many scarabs. Holy. Second tank. I don't see how this is not net profit. Already inventory full. Oops, -1 portal. Sorry, I tried to mute myself, but it wasn't fast enough. Oh, there's another operative up there. Where are you going? Stay and fight. And give me the loot. Oh no, sorry to hear that, buddy. I mean, I guess good that you can play, but sorry to hear that you're getting sick. I got a bad cold a couple of days ago, and coughing isn't going away. I feel healthy, but I'm coughing all the time. Can't stop. Saw a couple boxes back there in the corner. Need to check. Wait, I thought I saw more than one. Weird. Oh well.
You fight like a decay.
Stay out. Stay sane.
Hey Sam. Reading the message in a moment. Just wanted to ask, with this 90% of scalp are not even 1 chaos. How do I sell them? We are... So yesterday, I wanted to see if 3 to 1ing them is worth it. But it's so much effort that it's not worth it. Today, we are checking if it's better to hide them. Or if I can just have so many bad scalps stacked up that selling everything for like 70% ninja price is actually worth it. We're gonna be figuring that out after today's blasting. Where's the boss at? There's the boss. We're also testing if the Templar Astrolabe is worth it. Adding a boss rush element to the strat. Oh, this is not a Mirage. Can place a portal here.
Choose what you wish.
There is no salvation to be found here. Only the gradual undoing of all that you are.
I mean, if you think that not worth it to pick up, then you can also just hide them. Like I said, I'm gonna figure it out, gonna test a little bit. But if you don't want to pick up the small stuff, then just go faster by hiding the small scarabs. I'm gonna figure out how we maximize our liquefaction today. Mana Siphon? No? Alrighty? Wow. You might be showing too much, Akuma. Or you had an insane map. Takes me 2 to 3 times. Or 1 to 2 times mostly. Sometimes I had 3.
Like at the cat.
Person. Operative, we take that. Oh, that's a lot of Arcanists. Surely one of them is gonna contain a Divine. I'm stuck. I can't move. There are too many enemies. Dang. No divines for me. Saddest of times.
When I'm ready, and not before.
I was muted. Oops. The boss rushing part seems to go fairly quick on this. Let's see how often we get divines out of here. Gonna test a couple more astrolabes, at least the ones I have.
Worthy of them. Make your wish. Will be.
Operative. Let's go. Oh wow. It's been a while since I died to an Ice Nova. I mean, the money's in the scarabs, like that one. Are you running the big boxes or the budget boxes? Containment. With big boxes, I mean containment. I just also released the containment video. I don't know, Hybrid. I don't think it is, because I got Grasping Astrolabe while I was testing with Templar Astrolabe. Okay. I mean, with low investment, it's easy. You barely spend anything in map, and you get, in 20 maps on average, I get 1 containment, you get a bunch of other scarabs. There was not a single map I didn't make profit running low investment boxes. You just run into the Mirage, and you open a bunch of operative boxes, and you get a crazy amount of scarabs, and then you sell them all. That's where the profit is. Oh, wow. What is your time per map? And are you ignoring the bad boxes, like the armorers or the blacksmith? I mean, the value is in all the scarabs, not just the big ones. We are still trying to figure out the best way to liquidate them. But if you already got a couple of big scarabs and a couple of divines, then you already made profit, with the cost being near nothing. I mean, I just can speak based on my own data. When I ran mini boxes in a day, I went from 40 to 60 divides in my stash. We're still having all the scarabs to run another set. And then yesterday I went from nothing to 70 divines in my stash. While still having another set of scarabs. So I make between 2 to 3 divines profit per map in a big box map, and in... Oops, I forgot again to open the memory vault. And with budget box I made like 1 to 2 div a map. Means I don't need to rush the boss here. And then you sometimes get lucky here with the Diviner Strongbox, and you get a valuable div card duped.
Make your wish.
Check yesterday's VOD, check the day VOD from the day before. You can watch me liquidate, you can watch me run the map, you can watch me pick everything up. I did everything on stream. I done the liquidation every time on stream, just so it's visible how much I make of it. You want to reroll from your squeeze them into this? Yes, this is 30 divines budget I'm using right now. I have a 30 div budget Soul Rest build. I spent 30 divines on this dude. You have 350. You gotta be more than fine. You can likely make the most amazing Soul Rest build ever. Your stat budget. Well, to be fair, I do want to say this. This is a league starter. This was never meant to be a high investment build. You are likely better off making a really cool other build than this Soul Rest one. if you keep this in mind, if you throw a mage shot on it, make sure that you reach 100% chance to poison. So you're likely gonna need some abyss sockets on your other gear to get the jewels that you lose from the belt back on. I heard animated weapon is kind of fun. I saw specters is kind of fun if you want to make a summoner. I am looking at a completely different build, but I'm lacking the currency to go for it. So that will have to wait another day before being revealed. And then I show what I have planned to spend my entire currency on. Been farming 2 days for now. Or actually, since launch, I've been farming for that. To be more precise. Because I've also been farming for the shrine build, which I can't use yet, which I want to use on that. Hey, congregation, I finally hit level 3. Oh, it's the wrong one. I'm gonna need another mod or two for this one to hit max level. Yeah, almost there. Yeah. I don't... If you want to play this build, go for it. But I want to be setting realistic expectations. Hubris was never meant to be a late game build where I invest a crazy amount of currency at. It's a satisfying build, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm just spinning, I'm having fun. But I don't think it's a satisfying build that can run any content. It has its limitations. I can't do breach on it, I can't... the Giga Juice breach we are doing this league. Or Ubers on it, so I'd much rather make a different build.
Choose what you wish. Not all treasure is silver and gold.
Also, I've not seen any valuable uniques at all. Over 100 maps now. Kinda unlucky here. Oh, wow. And nope, I'm on the big boxes. I left enough currency to have another set of 20 big boxes, and now I'm continue running this. I'm about to finish a set, and then we gotta be sending another one. Dink, dink. Or was it the same thing twice? Nope, 2 containments. Easy. Just that easy. There we go. Leveling up, and now we have 60 specters, phantasms, which puts me at, with flasks up, 201 movement speed. Fast as necromancer. I mean, if you get a lucky divine altar or you get an exalt altar, they're gonna have an impact. But they don't affect the box loot. Alright, good enough. I thought there was more. Don't forget the memory vault this time.
What news?
Ancient orb, or intention. What is intention? Oof, intention is cheap. Let's we take the ancient orb. So far we had one good outcome and two good enough outcomes. Alright. Here. Let's see. I mean, I've been streaming for 1 hour 47, so we are not actually at 4 hours. We are looking at the revenue and we are looking at 1.5 hour of mapping for 20 maps. Well, let's try something now. We are gonna keep the scarabs I'm gonna use. Right? And I'm gonna need a couple more, but we fix that in a moment. I'm gonna take this. And we are gonna go to PoE TFT. Bulk taps. How much is my stash worth? Eh? Where are my tabs? What the heck is happening? Hello, game? Wasn't even a game, it's the side. That is so very weird. And I know the new tool isn't working for me. I've tried this many times now. This just doesn't calculate stuff for me properly. Why can I not select my tabs? I'm very confused. Ay, yo. What the heck? Why? Huh? I guess I don't? But it was working for a moment and then suddenly just vanished. Why can I not select the correct league? I don't get it. Why the heck is this not working? I'm very confused. Does this work then at least? Can I just select my Scarab tab here? We are trying to figure out how I can insta-sell my Scarabs, but nothing is working. So, okay. Can I just select Frags and you just take my Scarabs? Just Scarabs? Does it work? I'm so confused why nothing of this is working. Yeah, I'm trying it, but... now it's... What the heck? Now it's doing something. It wasn't working, I kept trying. Alright, so Frags, Scarabs. Containments shouldn't be in there. Containments are here. So we need to load in a different zone. And try this one more time. Alright. There we go. So. What are we looking at? Um, why it's saying my asking price is 0? Why is it saying 0 on every Scarab? I'm so confused. Refresh prices. Where is it? The heck? I'm so confused. So it's when is this tool so buggy? The heck? Alright. This isn't working. This isn't working. Wonderful. What is working? And why is it adding fragments at the bottom? Oh no, I clicked fragments apparently. Right, I have nothing selected. I refresh prices. I select frag scarabs. Asking price 75%. It says 0. What the heck? Why?
The runes are fickle here.
Even the currency tab it's not recognizing. Not even divines. Why is even divines at 0? That doesn't make sense. Davidska. And this bulk tool is also doing nothing. What the heck? I don't get it. Alright, I select my fragments tab. How the heck is this? Why is nothing working? Just try to liquefy. This is annoying. I'm resetting this one more time. I'm in the correct league. Refresh. Updated prices. Okay, we got something here. Like scarabs. Alright. Can we get this, is the question. Is somebody gonna buy that? Let's see. And this is 32 divines, wealthy exile. Price is at 58 total. That's a bigger difference. But wealthy exile has never been accurate on very small stuff. Well, it's better than trying to list all the small scarabs. And once we have this liquefied, we can do another test with a very clean scarab tab to make an accurate estimation. Let's see, is anybody buying it? I need to get more corn. I'm trying to liquidate all the scarabs, right? I have so many small scarabs, I'm just trying to get rid of them. So I don't need to worry about the selling. And it's better than 3 to 1ing them, and it's better than not picking them up at all. If somebody buys them like this. I'm confused what he wants. Alright, we're getting it sold. 75%. Not too bad. Alright, can read the chat again. Yeah, I know they are making a profit, but they don't mind spending the time for that. I just want to play the game. Right? I'm getting more effective for what I enjoy, and they are more effective for what they want to do. Rerolling scarabs is for sure profitable. It is just absolute mind-numbing, so I'm just not gonna bother with it. The box threat is not stealth nerfed. I just did a crazy good run on it. With no lucky drops. Just the standard stuff. Like you can see, he has an Echo Shrine. He is definitely making bank. That is a high investment mana man he has there. Likely, but I'm not making that assumption on stream. I'm not accusing anyone of anything. I'm just playing the game. Fair enough. Like, I'm taking this 20% loss, so I can spend 100% of my time on 99% of my time on stuff I enjoy.
All in order. I'll let you know. We'll make it happen.
Not bad. For having nothing left a moment ago. I mean, there's some of residual value from previous days, right? Because I never liquefied the small stuff. But going from nothing to 50 divines, that feels amazing. And now I'm good to run another one. I sold too many into divs. I needed 12 containments, right? Yeah. Let's convert 10 back.
All in order. I'll let you know.
Alright. Yeah. Just gonna run another Wow.
All in order.
There we go.
I'll
My
let
chaos
you
again.
know.
Don't know what I think about the astrolabe
On
yet.
the long
At
journey,
least for the
but
boss
the
rushing part.
exchange went well enough.
But we figure out more in a bit. Alright, I need 12 ambush. 12. Oh, it feels so good that they are
I'll
cheap.
put the word out.
Feels so good. That is my scouts filled. Now I need 20 maps. We're using this. We are searching. .36 is contested, so we're jumping up to 38 just to not be contested. Rather pay a bit extra. Mirage. Any of them corrupt? No. Alright.
Could do worse, exile.
We got our maps. See, and now I'm already almost ready, good to blast
Hello.
again. Now I stash them. Roll them. Oh, okay, just those. Ah, yo. What the? Okay. Aw, the last one. Making issues. And refueled. I think this is way better than bothering with all the selling, all the vendoring and everything. Vixo, I would say just to domination and check the Mirage. That's all there is to it. I've taken a peek at Harvest, but I haven't ran it yet. I'm waiting for the Life Force to be slightly more valuable. But I expect it to be fairly good once the Life Force goes to like 5k to a Divine. So I expect it to be a really strong week 2 strategy. I have no Astrolabe on. It's not too bad.
Make your wish. Come back alive.
How many Rancors? That's what I'm curious. How common is that? That's the one thing I couldn't estimate. How impactful is that? How good is that? Hmm. That's a good start. I am running containment, which means I'm using each ambush scarab once. Ambush, containment, hidden potential or potency. Potency, hidden compartment, and discernment. I have scryed tower for patient and nurses. You can also scry Crimson Temple, which I plan to scry to Dunes once I get to Legion and Breach farming there. With a good build. I have a very good one planned. I just need to get it going. Which should hopefully be at the end of today. And Bloodlines. Pack size, I don't target any mod when warding the map. I just make him runnable. Not bad. I'm looking forward to testing out high pack size on Harvest. Is it worth using the Cornucopias Harvest Scarab?
Too much clutter.
Because if we don't need the Cornucopia Scarab, then we could combine Harvest with pack size farming for Eta Exarch. Which could be very interesting. I'm Giga Socket Star. I don't believe it's worth it. Because of I have it very simple on Socket and I have a very simple build of just spin to win. I don't need to worry about an expensive AG, didn't have to worry about Spectre Corpses. It's a mix of Socket Staff and this was never meant to be a high investment build. I am already planning to swap off it. I'm just farming up the currency. Also, how are you doing, Balalava? How are you up to, buddy? I completely butchered that sentence. What are you up to, buddy? How's the league been? Right. I have 60 Phantasms. I have 200% movement speed. I'm just a fast Necromancer. This is the fastest Necromancer in terms of movement speed.
Do not deserve to be rescued.
Sure, you could be faster if you shield charge through the map.
A legendary battle.
Yes. Yes, they can. I could be faster with shield charging or with other tricks. Or with a Mage Blood. But this is a very powerful League starter. 30 Divines got me to this state. And it can do anything non-pinnacle. So the way boxes work, they just drop random div cards. They are not affected by anything. Not by scry, not by the map limits, they just drop random div cards. So I could technically get an apothecary from a box. Which did happen last league.
Choose what you wish. Go with luck.
Here's the trick. Look at this. My Phantasms swap. You see the supports swap? But they don't despawn. All I need... I can't level jump, but that's okay. Because I have the easiest boss swap of just pressing weapon swap. I have PoE 2 boss swap tech. Just weapon swap. I have congregation support. I have 38% more. Containment. And this build is also tanky. It's crazy tanky. Even on my rares being League Start scuffed, I approach 200k tankiness. I have block, I have recovery, I have resistances. This has been a comfortable starter. Very comfortable league starter. Another thing. What thing? I don't see it yet. There's too much stuff on my screen. Oh, another containment. Easy. Tried crit for a bit. I think crit is not the way to go. At least not for Phantasm. They feel way better with poison because we just have... They have like 2 casts per second and each one applies a poison. So I'm stacking like hundreds of poisons per minute or per seconds. Right? I have 60 of them. They attack twice, so that's 120 poison stacks at if they all attack at once. If we assume optimal attack time. Which they mostly have. You can see it here. And also, because it's poison, I can ignore more... Or overall with this build, I can ignore so many T17 mods. I'm reflect immune. I don't need to worry about... NX life as extra ES. I have 100% damage uptime. Because I can... And I can move constantly. I have massive defense layers. Very happy with the build. As a league starter, it's been my best one yet. And the only reason I keep die is because I'm ignoring detonate dead boxes and just hope block covers me. And here's the biggest secret on this. Because you just said GSF. Everything is self-farmable. You just put Abyss on your map device. Not map device, on your Atlas tree. And Abyss drops the Alone in the Darkness card, which is a 1 in 4 to drop Soul Rest. Also, it's a T3 unique, or T4 unique, it's pretty common. Abyss gives you the Darkness Enthroned, Abyss makes you the Ghastly Jewels, then you need Harvest to roll the Jewels. Or you need somebody in Delft to roll the Jewels to get Aberrant Fossils. And you're good to go. And Dark Monarch is also pretty rare, you can also target farm that. This build is actually a very good and SSF friendly build. You just need to be on SRS for a bit. Until you have your Soul Rest, right? Another operative. I was pleasantly surprised on how good this build is. Big map. It was a very good map to us. Ooh, memory vault before I forget it? There's none. Okay. Applying one before I forget it. Try that out a little bit more. Alright.
Greetings.
Abandon all pretenses and save yourself while you still can.
I don't think I would push this to a high end. This is a very cheap league starter that can do a lot of content very easily. So I would not be bothering pushing this to a high limit. It can do it. You can get Abyss Sockets on your rares, you can get Crazy Corrupts, you could Volatile Orb the Sewer Rest to get more flat damage on it. There's definitely potential to push this. I wouldn't do it though. Because I have a better build in mind for going high investment. Like you could get synthesized Abyss Jewels, perfect large clusters with 35% increased effectiveness, tier 1 life, minion attack and cast speed and so on. Like there's room to push it, but there isn't a need to push it. Ooh, containment. Did that containment drop off a random enemy? Or why was it right beneath me? No, MD, I'm not... Actually, kind of funny. The build I'm gonna be using a bow, but I'm not playing bows. I'm gonna use a bow for some funny stuff. Also, how are you doing, buddy? What have you been up to? Oh, it's opalescent. That's operative. There are too many boxes to start with O. Opalescent, operative. I'm not telling anything. I gave enough teasers. You have to wait till I have it assembled.
Too much clutter.
You're doing well? That's glad to hear. The way you get some PoE League launch wasn't the best for you. You have under 30 hours played. Who are you and what did you do to MD? The heck? What was your League starter, MD? Did you at least League start bows? Icicle Mines that I right, I remember. You said mentioned that. Understandable. With IL, sometimes it takes priority.
I am where I must be. You are not.
Alright. Enough. Your budget? Nah. You haven't had a duped house. Body gets one duped house of mirrors. It's suddenly you expect it to happen over and over. I see how it is. I should have enforced my cycling tax on you. Getting all high and mighty with your one dupe. I've yet to get anything here. I see how things are. The downside on budget boxes is that we are not running that many boxes, so you sometimes have a dead map. Oh, I didn't mean to leave the map.
Choose what you wish.
Yeah, two separate people yesterday got a duped House of Mirror from running budget boxes.
Make your wish.
I don't have that many viewers. The probability is fairly low that it happened twice. Or we're just getting so many cards that it is actually fairly high and I'm due to my own House of Mirror soon. Either way, I'm happy for him. I'm happy other people are having luck with my spreads. Just wondering when it's my turn. How many boxes do you get on Dunes? I have 29 to 38 boxes, or 28 to 38 boxes. How many boxes do you get on Dunes? Containment. I also got a 7 years bad luck earlier, so I also do something decent. Can you check? That would be interesting. I haven't actually run this on Dunes. I've been running it here because all the boxes overlap in one corner. Even with fully Mirage. They all just in a single corner, so it's very quick to run. 38 now. 37, 38 now. But yeah. The fully Mirage maps are fairly cheap. I am running Mirage maps with containment. I'm just still doing it on Haunted Mansion. Because I have this map right. And as I said, it overlaps them very nicely. So I can easily just get all the boxes in one corner, run that corner, do a quick check and go out. I'll be running enough Dunes later on. I have so many strats planned that are gonna be amazing on Dunes. Yeah, Jewel's just not worth anymore. I have not tried ore farming yet. I'm also not really interested in ore farming, I'll be honest. I don't want to bother with shipments. Yeah. But it's so uncommon that reopening the box over and over again doesn't feel worth it. I much rather just get to the next strong box. Dang. Flaunting dunes and not even playing in right now.
Battle has been won!
You are not conquering the Atlas. It is conquering you.
Herrisch. Primus, because all the boxes, as you can see, are in one corner. Makes it very fast to run. I don't need to hunt through the entire map. To the vines. Log in. I have all I want in a tiny corner. It's good for budget boxes and I already have Sprite, so I'm just running it on big boxes as well. Because, again, I just have everything in the tiny corner. Hey, look, another 2 divines. 4 divines this map. Easy. I can't get into them yet. They are hidden. There we go. Easy profit. I am running fully Mirage with containment right now. Because they are so cheap, it is worth it again. If they increase in price, it's no longer worth it and I'm stop running them. Just waiting for the right
What
balance.
do you hope to find here? Devastation is all that awaits.
You still believe precious lives.
Oh, dang it. Yeah, I agree on that as well. I did not meant. I wanted to stash. Oh well. Not wasting a portal. Going back in. I agree on what you're stating. It's all about running it fast. I also don't know if I like the Astrolabe or not. I don't think I like it. I need to see more results. How likely is it to get a Divine? How likely is it to get more than a Divine out of it? Is it even possible to get more than a singular Divine out of it? Once I figure that out, I'm gonna make a new consideration of that. Alright, there's too much loot. I need to go out and stash. I think it's because most people are mapping and not bossing. So there's more demand than supply. I think mini boxes on Haunted Mansion without fully Mirage map is perfectly fine. You get between 8 and 12 boxes out of your 13 boxes inside the Mirage all the time. Or well, almost all the time. You sometimes have a dud, but then you're spending no currency, so you just go next. And containment, I believe, is worth it as long as it's 100 chaos or less. Or your total cost is a divine or less. Just because of the value of other scarabs, right? Bloodlines, Breach Cascade, Catalyzing. What the heck is he doing? Holy this dude. What did I give him? Oh, suppress. Gotcha. That's on me.
Lose yourself within this thread and I cannot help you. Leave now.
Ready yourself. What is your desire? Ah, a wish.
The Atlas twists all fates. Be gone from here.
Oh, that's the wrong one. This is the right one.
Destroy her.
I just realized I missed a couple of follows. I'm sorry for that. I again got no notification. I only just saw it written. From Lumahu, Mecca's Apple Pie, and Gabriel Penich. I appreciate it. And sorry for the delayed gratification. I apologize. Honestly, I'm curious, at the end of the league, what the mapping, the belt meta is gonna be like. How many people are using Mage Blood, how many are using Headhunter, and how many are using the new belt, the Shrine belt. I think it's cool that we have more late game belts. But arguably the Shrine belt is a little bit too rare. By the looks of it, the really good ones are more rare than the mirror. But the base belt is so common that you get so many bad ones. Also haven't seen a Baya in a while. Just noticed.
Hello.
Forlorn and sorrow. This once popular ruin has seen the sins of fallen lives.
Sire, seize you.
There we go. Just had to complain for a moment. Just have to complain sometime. Plus one Baya.
Make your wish. Your heart's desire.
Forlorn and sorrow. This once popular ruin conceals the sins of a fallen life.
Hi Lytton. You've been following the Google Shield and leveling guide. Amazing work. Thank you. Glad to hear that. Glad it's been useful to you. Do I have any threat that don't require fast clear? You tanky and have high DPS. I mean, Uber bossing looks extremely profitable. You could just do that. If you don't want to do Uber bossing, then you could look at maybe Harvest. I don't know how your coverage is with your high damage and tankiness. You can check Harvest, you can check Blight. Don't know how Blight is currently, but Opalescence and Golden Oil should still be expensive. I would not kill Ubers on this build. I tried it day 1, early day 2. It wasn't able to. Maybe with the upgrades I've taken I could now be able to. But I would just not try. This is not an Uber bosser. This is a poison build. Uber bosser you would want to play a miner or trapper. Mostly. Depending on what skill you use, you could do the stack deck card farming. That looked like it's insane this league. Oh wait, there's an Arcanist I didn't saw. Let me click that one. Harvest Blight, yeah. Those would be the things that would come to my mind. I think right now the best Uber bosses are gonna be, if you have a lot of funds, Devourer, Eater of Worlds, until you get the Nemesis drop. It's gonna take an incredible amount of attempts, but if you get the Nemesis, it's big profit. Otherwise, Maven should be stable profit. Has a couple good drops. And Cortex is apparently really good if you have no budget and you're just getting started onto Ubers. And Shaper apparently is still good. Tides of Time apparently still 4 Divines, and that's a pretty common drop of Uber Shaper. And Mana Man is pretty good at Uber Shaper. Because of Frostblink, it has fast movement.
Approach. Choose what you wish. Let's see how that turns out for you.
Yeah. Those would be my go-to ideas. Alright. Yeah, Nemesis is gonna be, if you get it, a big profit, but it could take several attempts. Nemesis is a 2% drop or something. So you expect to run a lot into negative until you get it. And you could also try boxes. Boxes isn't per se fast clear, but fast moving and fast map finishing. So with Frostblink you might be good suited for that, and with Caster Mastery you can open the boxes fast. It's an alternative, you can test it, but you want to have about 3-minute maps. 3 to 4 minute maps. And you can start with budget boxing to test it out. Yeah, I mean, most bosses are fairly boring. That's just what bosses are once your build is good enough. Bosses are entertaining and interesting while you're doing them on a state where your player skill is required to mitigate the lack of your build to do the boss. The moment your build is strong enough to just slap the boss, and you only really need to dodge the most big attacks, the highest hitting ones, it becomes boring, because then it's just a numbers game. Yep. Let's dash.
Live to fight another day.
Oh wait. Wait. I forgot to loot the last part. That's the reason why I came out. I needed inventory space to loot the last part. Can't put in a new map without having finished looting the map. That would be very bad. Try to not click that. Now I need to clear to loot the rest of the scarabs. What the heck? There we go.
2 platter.
Done. Next one. I'll be right back. Now we can put in the next map. Lockdown. You did my strategy and build. Glad it's fun. There used to be Rain of Splinter, but it has dropped. Only the most expensive ones are now worth it. The best rolled ones. And it's just too uncommon. So at this point I started stopping opening opalescents. Like, they were worth it. There was enough good stuff on there. But not anymore. There's just too much time. It was CB jewels, Rain of Splinters and uniques. But because everybody's doing boxes and everybody's getting them, or not everybody, but a lot of people, there's just too many of them around that it's worth your time. Again, just like I mentioned in the videos, the biggest factor is speed. Opening a box that doesn't give us anything consistently is not good for our speed factor. Might as well open all the other boxes then. Because they could give a random divine, even though they are not likely to give one. Do I know to make faster screen loading? I think if you want faster screen loading, you have to play on Washington. That's as far as I learned. The best load screens you have on the US servers. Because every other server is making a request to the US server whenever they are trying to load into a map. Except the US server, which just directly goes there. So USA generally has the lowest load screens, and Washington, as far as I know, has the shortest. Yeah. I remember there's a clip of Zitheran actually explaining it. And how speedrunners figured it out, and why speedrunners are running on Washington. Or most speedrunners are running from USA. If they are really pushing it. Oh. Ouch! I'm from EU. But I don't have short load screens. I think in an Act 10 run I lose about 10 minutes just to load screens. Yeah, your ping in the map is gonna be bad, but you have a short load screen. You asked for load screen, not for good ping and good load screen. Because that is just not an option. That's fair. I used to have to play League of Legends at 150, 200 MS. That was a painful time. I will watch it later, Dreamy. I'm on a time limit today. So I'm trying to blast fast. Oops, I did not meant to. I meant to go into the Mirage. Where's the Mirage? Where's the Mirage?
Approach. Choose what you don't be.
Bloodlines. Oh. Containment and bloodlines. Yo!
Plateau.
I don't know how good Ignite Elementalist Penance Brand is, but I would more stick to that than Stormburst Hero. Because as far as I know, Stormburst is a channeling skill, so it's gonna make you slower. Penance Brand should be just cast and go. And speed is king this league. Usually it's king, but this league even more so. Oh, to kill that. It's a totem. Ah, fair. I don't know. Even further. I'm not a big totem player. So,
Ready and
not my forte, not my area of expertise. Hey Nefa, to get my atlas, head to YouTube. My website is down, otherwise I would have had a link for you ready. On YouTube, I just uploaded a video called Containment Boxes, and there you can find a link to the spreadsheet. For both the budget and the containment variant. So you can pick which one ever you prefer. Both are good. Containment is slightly more profit, but you need a better build and a better filter for it. There we go. Nice, that was a very good map.
The astral chain is broken.
Alright, I'm not gonna bother with the Astral Ape. I keep forgetting to open it, and then I keep forgetting to apply it, and I keep forgetting to kill the boss, so I'm just not gonna bother with that. At least for now. Maybe if I run a strat that utilizes one, it's better. Because then utilizing it is part of the strat and I don't forget about it.
Let's see how that turns out for you.
Harvest should also be on my spreadsheet. Or did I forgot to put it there? I have not put a harvest tree. I mean, it's just a harvest node. I don't have it ready. I will add a harvest tree to the spreadsheet. Just the harvest node, and then you are taking reduced of whatever is the cheapest. Because we're no longer running Awakening, right? We don't have that anymore, so we are just rushing, ignoring whatever is the cheapest to get more from the expensive ones. We got another thing. Should be another scarab. Yeah. More scarabs for us. The secret extra stash spread. I don't need anything else in here. I can just go out after this.
When I'm ready, and not before.
Of course there's more. There's always more loot.
Too much clutter.
Uber bosses should be pretty good, Dreamy. Maven, I mean Eater if you have enough funds to hunt it. Cortex is pretty decent. Maven, Cortex, Eater of Worlds. Trick Zero, I'm trying my best here, buddy. I'm trying. So far, the last 3 leagues, I each got a mirror dropped, so I'm bound to have another one this league, right? That's how this works. I show them all. We show all the scarabs and we are selling them in bulk on TFT. We learned that that is still the most effective way. At least time effective. The most profit effective way is 3 to 1ing them. Oh, congratulations, buddy. Hope everything went well with birth. And hope your wife's doing well. Sorry, it's an assumption. And now don't assume. But I'm making assumptions anyway. Well, have a lovely time. And hopefully get some rest whenever you can. Based on Fell, good luck. On the rest, I mean. On the sleep. I was told I was very silent when I was little, so you have a chance. Some babies are more silent. Others are not. Yes, I'm very happy with the league. It's a lot of fun. I've been in boxing prison. I have a very expensive build I'm planning. So I'm just farming, and then at the end of the day I instantly burn through all my currency I farmed the entire day. Dink, dink, dink. Give me more things. Cookie, you are not the first that says that, but I cannot, based on my results, I can't recreate it. For me, boxes have been extremely profitable. I've been making a lot of currency in them. Are you talking about budget boxes? I have like one bad map in 10, and all other 9s feel incredibly good.
Too much clutter.
I'm on containment boxes, yes.
Battle has been won.
But even budget boxes felt amazing to me. I'm doing one of each, yes. Containment dropped yesterday. From over 200 chaos to less than 100, or 100 now. And with that, it's just extremely profitable. It cost very little. Like, we spent a divine a map compared to 3 divines. But like you just said, some people just have no luck with boxes, and for them boxes feel not profitable at all, and then other people have already gotten House of Mirrors while box farming and have gotten crazy profit, right? So it feels like, for me it feels like a super saver strat, but for others it feels like an absolute hit or miss, so I don't know what the actual case is. I feel like I'm just straight average in the middle. Nothing too crazy, but also fairly consistent good. There are also good threats. There are a bunch of good threats this league. Just go for another one that you enjoy. Don't force yourself to run something if it doesn't result in the... if it doesn't provide the result you are looking for.
What is your desire? Go.
Just sell them in bulk. That's what I've done just now. And I liquefied my Scarab tab of about 42 divines for 33 divines. So I lost some, but those would have been the Scarabs I would have sold anyway because there were less than 1 chaos, most of them. Threw a couple of decent ones in there, but kept the really big ones to manually sell, and it's fine. My issue with the ore farming for shipments is, even if you get all the results, you only get your payoff every 5 hours. I've just been messaging somebody, and here, this is my stash, that is saying buying your tab for 75%. Just how you open a normal map. They are an enchantment that can be placed on a map, sometimes dropped by a map boss in a Mirage, and the Black Barya special boss. And then you get the full map in a Mirage. They are more expensive than normal maps, though. 3-to-1 vendor? So here's my idea, or what I understood, how I see things. 3-to-1 is more profitable, but it's pure pain. So I would only do that if you want to take an hour break and watch a movie or something, and you do that while watching a movie. That's how I see 3-to-1. If you just want to blast, then I would always do bulk sell.
Much clutter.
I also had a very big dry streak. Now it does spawn, for sure. I just gotten one after I complained for a bit. Here, just gotten one. At the start of this 20 map test. Oh, I forgot to enter the Mirage. It feels just random, to be honest.
make your wish.
I just typed map wrong.
Much clutter.
Too much already? Dang. Looks like I need to stash.
Too much clutter.
It's not that much actually. Maybe I can get away with it. It's blocking a little bit. Need that. What's this? Care about the currency? Yeah, I'm just out. Bye bye.
Ready? Lock four.
Zara would not like this.
Yeah, I can read that, V-man. There's no auto-translate for comments.
What is your
Oh, Rust! We get the boss! We get the boss! Let's go! V-man. A fully Mirage map is simply a map that drops off this Black Barrier boss or can drop by a map boss. They are enchanted and they allow the Mirage to be on the full map. Yeah. This, the boss you kill in this zone. Not this dude, but the boss you kill from this Black Barrier. Containment. Ouch. Getting a lot of Opolas into this map. There you go, that's a bunch of operatives.
Too much clutter.
These maps. Area contains an empowered Mirage which covers the entire map. This is how we get a full map Mirage. Nice, almost got another inventory out of this map. And that's the wrong portal.
Hello.
This time I won't forget. Memory rewarded. Anything good? Alchemies, bindings, and okay. So there is too often, and we don't get anything good out of it.
Good.
Makes me not want to use Astrolabe even more. Unless I'm using them for a strat, but not just for the reward. Five more maps to go. This set is going fast. When we started this one. Never mind. 1.5 hours looked like a little bit more. Again. What is this per map? This means I'm spending less than 6 minutes per map. But more than 3. So like 4 to 5 minute map. That's pretty good. I'm okay with that.
Make your wish. Your wish has been granted.
Kate. Another containment. That's a good box. Operatives. That was an operative. Oh dang, they got me! My XP! No. too much going on my screen. Hey, another one. And another one. Yo, what a map. I have a couple in mind, but needs testing. Right now I just need currency. As said, I really want to swap my build, but I need a lot of currency. So, hopefully tomorrow is a new build time. And then I can test other things on the new build. I also really want to do the breach one. They look so satisfying. I don't know, like 6, 7? Blight, Breach, Legion, Harvest, pack size. Which, you mean the new exceptionals? Or you mean the new transfigured? Yeah, Breach one looks really fun. Also really liquid. Oh, dang it. Like, most of it is just pure currency. So it easy stacks, it's really liquid. What else I wanted to look at? Abyss I'm pretty much done. Bossing I'm pretty much done. There was one more I had in mind. Reach, Legion, pack size, Harvest. What was the other one? Oh well, I'll get back to that.
Greeting.
Forlorn and sorrowful, this once complete
Laggy? Good laggy or bad laggy? Like laggy because there's so much loot, or laggy because there's too much going on the screen and it's just not bearable?
Choose what you wish. Go with luck.
forlorn and sorrowful, this once opulent room
Dang.
sealed sin for life.
Another bloodlines. Just making bank. At least I believe I'm making bank. Still due for a big diff card drop. I believe. I believe, game. Give me a big diff card. Game to do strong was a little bit cancel play. Yeah. I mean, yes, it's... If your screen is lagging for a moment because it's so much crazy loot, it's okay. Like, Blight is a little bit fun for a while, but it's pain if you do it for too long on that.
Clatter.
And stashing time. Oh. Okay. Spawn more enemies. What happened to music? There we go. Oh, now it's a bit too loud.
I have never seen the sun with
Did we
my
check the
own
boss
eyes,
room?
but I simply
We did not. Oh, yo! Double Soul Tower. On League start on day one, it would be amazing. Kanu Anhi, Kitavas, Devotos. Right now? Boy, it's bad. It's bad, it's bad. It's funny to teleport out of the boss room.
We are victorious. For now.
Alright, 3 more maps.
Ready. Choose what you wish. Come back. Alive.
I tire this.
Operative, Arcanist, Arcanist. Operative, 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 operative. I'm dead. I need corpse removal. Can't get that on a minion build though. Yep, I am Litten. Mirage covers entire map with containment. Exactly that. tink for me. Scarabs feel good. There's so many tink scarabs. Catalyzing. Oh, that revived everything. Holy. No problem.
Forlorn and sorrowful, this once opulent ruin conceals the sins of fallen life.
Almost done with this set of 20. Looks like it took us about 100 minutes for 20 maps. This means we are about at 5 minutes a map. Plus minus a little bit. Yo, that's a big ass rider.
Make your wish.
Forlorn and sorrowful, this once opulent
I have tried Astrolabe. I don't like it. I've stopped using Astrolabe again. Doesn't feel consistent good enough, and I keep forgetting about it, so just not worth it for me. That one dropped nothing. Dang. Completely hidden by loot filter. But we got a tink. What we got? Containment! No, I'm not. If you're using Astrolabe, you just use this thingy, right? That makes them always be the same. Yeah, they thought about that. That people are not gonna enjoy having to run different maps. So they directly gave us this keystone, so we don't even have to complain about it.
Too much clutter. When I'm ready and not before.
Tower is nice. I'm keeping the Fire Cathedral for Dunes when I swap over to Dune Strat. So, Tower is decent. At least right now. It's eventually gonna fall off. feel like they made Divine Shrine even more rare than usual. I see so many altars and no Divine Shrine. It's insane.
A legendary battle.
Don't know why I placed the first portal there.
What is your desire? The battle begins.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Supportive. Okay. Oh, hey! I wasn't supposed to die there. I got one tapped. Holy. No. It will only be on one altar choice if it pops up. But it's never on a player, so I'm always just taking minions, but I'm reading the boss options when I see them. To make sure that I don't accidentally miss divines on boss.
When I'm ready and not
Let the loop commence. No, you shouldn't. There's three options that can appear. Minion, boss, and player. What we should be doing is kill the boss as fast as possible, so we have more chances for it to appear on minion, right? Because if it's minion or player, it only can appear on minion. So you then only take the minion ones and you are more likely to get it eventually without missing it. Having the boss means you need to check. If it's just minion and player, you can always take minion for the minion rewards. Yo! So many things.
too much clutter.
So many things and I still only have like 39 divines on my ring. It's hilarious. The best way to target a divine altar of Ether is to run Jungle Valley or Mausoleum because the bosses don't spawn in when the map starts. So all altars are either minion or player. Meaning you can get all the minion rewards and only grab the player if it's like dupe currency or dupe quantity. Added quantity. Alright, we're done. Exactly 1 hour and 45 minutes. This means we are at... I mean, let's do this mapping time. This is 100 maps divided by 20. It's 5 minutes on average per map. That's a very good rate for containment boxes, 5-minute maps. And let's open Wealthy. Update. And sync. Boom. Revenue. I mean, we haven't updated correctly. Okay, so we need to keep in mind this is also the scarab stats from the last one. Scarab says, oh boy, I screwed it because I forgot to take a snapshot before we started running. I mean, we assume the cost is about the diff we gained. So this looks like it's 28 divines made in 1 hour. Yeah, we just assume that. So this is 14 div. 16 or 18. Okay, not that bad. Not exactly 20 though, so I might need to change the thumbnail on the big box one. Still not having any lucky drops as well. We did pretty decent on sustaining containments. Alright. Running out of time. I have 13 minutes left, so I'm just gonna end the stream here, I think. I need to prep for an interview. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for watching, everyone. I know it was a shorter stream, but tomorrow should be a normal one again. Have a lovely day, and I see you around.